Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I just wanted to take a few minutes just to share some car safety tips that I use. I've been using them for decades, and they've actually helped me avoid being stranded by a car breaking down, as far as even save me from getting in an accident. So I just wanted to share some of these tips with you. These are things that I do every time I get in a car before I take off, just to ensure a safe trip. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I enter the vehicle, I'll approach it from the front, just do a quick walk around. And just eyeball the tires, make sure nothing looks low, nothing looks flat, make sure there's no fluids on the ground, any brake fluid, any fluid maybe coming from the front of the vehicle. It's just a few, if anything, just a few seconds, a minute at the max, but it can save you a lot of headaches. Just walk around, everything looks good here, the tires all look good. Now we're ready to enter the vehicle. Okay, so we went ahead, we did that walk around, and that's critical. I mean, you're taking a couple seconds before you take off in your vehicle. I had a car years ago where the rear wheel cylinder had a leak, and by me doing the walk around, I noticed a little bit of a puddle near the rear rim, and as I looked into it, that's what I pretty much came to the conclusion, was that that cylinder had a leak. Had I just hopped in the car, started driving, brakes would have failed, could have caused a major accident or maybe even a fatality. So another thing, when you do the walk around, I've had other vehicles where you can see if you've got oil on the ground, coolant, transmission fluid, things like that. I had a vehicle years ago also where I did a walk around. I noticed some fluid on the ground. It was the transmission line had come out of the cooler. Had I started driving, once again, could have burned up the transmission. So that little walk around, you can see if your tires are in good shape. You can see if there's any fluid on the ground. You can just kind of do just a quick check and make sure everything is safe. Now, once I get into the vehicle, the next thing that I do is I'll pump the brake pedal, because by pumping the brake pedal, I can build up the pressure. And if the brake pedal gets nice and firm, then you know that your brake system doesn't have any leaks, that your fluid's good, and everything is nice and tight. It'll go down soft, but as you pump it, there we go. Now it's solid. That's as far down as that's going to go. So we know that the brake system doesn't have any leaks, because if you do have leaks and you push it again, you're going to obviously get some play in there. So this is nice and solid. So we know that the brakes are good. All right, so we've checked outside. We've checked the tires, checked for any fluid leaks. Everything was good. We've tested the brake pedal. Everything was nice and tight with the pressure. So those are good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be checking now for the fuel pump. By doing that, we're just going to turn the key, not to turn the engine over, but just to the power on. We'll hear the fuel pump prime. That'll allow us to see that the fuel pump and the fuel pump relay are working properly. But before you do that, you can go ahead, I would recommend getting a Bluetooth scanner that connects to your car. I did a product review on this particular one here. I'll put the link across the top. But what I'll do is I'll track the ECU using this Bluetooth scanner and using the Torque Pro app. There's certain sensors and different things that I like to track as I'm driving a vehicle. So we need to plug this in first before we turn the car on. So what I'm going to do, we're going to connect the Bluetooth scanner. Then we're going to turn the key to test for the fuel pump to be working. And then once that's done, then we're going to fire the engine up and then turn on the app so we can track the sensors and the different things that we're tracking. If everything's clear, then we're good to go. This is your OBD2 port, so we're going to go ahead and just plug into that right here with this Bluetooth scanner. Now that's connected. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the key, put it in, and we'll turn it just to power on so we can hear the fuel pump prime. Some fuel pumps are louder than others. On this car here, the hum is very faint, but if you listen towards the back seat, you'll hear it a little more clearly. But usually when you turn it to the power on, you'll hear for like maybe 3 seconds, you'll hear a little bit of a hum. Some aftermarket ones are louder, some are quieter, but either way, you want to just listen for that, because that'll allow you to see that the fuel pump is priming properly, which means that it's pressurizing properly. The relay's working as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and connect the Torque Pro app. Switch over to the gauges that I need.
Connected to OBD.
Good. So we're on there. So I'm tracking the sensors and all the things that I want. Everything looks good. We have the engine load and stuff on here. So let's go ahead and start the car. So it starts registering. Everything checks out good. Depending on what you're looking for, you want to make sure that everything looks good. As far as I got there, the temperature, and we have the RPMs, miles per gallon. Also swipe here, we can make sure that our oxygen sensor, this particular car here only has one, but I have some of my other vehicles have 4, so I'm tracking the O2 sensors as well, make sure that they're working properly. Everything checks out good, so we're ready to take off. All right, well, everything checked out good. We started off with a physical inspection on the outside of the vehicle, checked the tires, no leaks, no fluids, anything on the ground. Then we moved on to the inside. We checked for the brake system, pressure built up nice. It didn't appear to have any leaks or anything. Next, we moved on and we ensured that the fuel pump was working properly in the relay. Then we connected to the OBD2 sensor. All the gauges that we wanted to track and sensors, everything came up fine. No error codes with any engine codes. So it looks like everything is good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and strap up here, put on the seatbelt. Always want to make sure that you use your seatbelt as well for safety. Always follow the traffic rules. They're there for a reason, to keep you safe. This pretty much wraps up this video at this point, so please send me any questions, any comments. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support, so please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and please drive safely out there. You're obviously looking out for yourself, and you're looking out for other people out there. You don't want to be causing accidents. You want to ensure that your vehicle is safe. So this wraps it up. I'll see you next time.